So it's kind of like a three-way question. So like the first one is, so let's say you know a suspect that has an arrest warrant, right?
Hmm.
You go to his house. His sister answers the door, but you saw him go get in the house, and you see him in the house. Can you go in and make that arrest?
And I'm sorry, I do have dementia a tad. Just what state are you in? Let's make sure.
California.
Okay, California. I was going to say that, but I just want to make sure because I don't want to, because there is a, anyway, there's a few outlier states out there. I just want to make sure I give you good advice. But Mike definitely knows the answer to this one.
Oh yeah, so it's valid arrest warrant, correct?
Yeah.
You know that's
Mike, you were talking about this today on our little group
yeah,
chat.
exactly right. Yeah. You know that's his domicile, his residence. That's where he lives.
Hmm. Yeah.
And you said California, so we're talking about the Ninth Circuit. So Ninth Circuit requires a probable cause that they're home. So you saw him.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're good to go.
Okay.
Yep. And you can go ahead, Patrick.
Sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
You can push right past the sister, you said, right? You can push right past her.
Okay.
So the original the case law really that courts refer to is a case called Payton versus New York, where New York cops, actually based on a statute, by the way, told them, do you know that there was a statute that told them that they can do this?
Yeah, that was the original discussion, right? That
Yeah.
they said, well, to stay our state law says we can do it.
That's right. So in New York, what happened was back in the day, in the early 80s, they had a law that said that you could actually enter a home to make a felony arrest, essentially, without a warrant. Well, the problem is that conflicts with the Fourth Amendment, right? Because you have to have more than just a PC for a crime. You have to have agency, right? So he was a murder suspect. They did it, and they found evidence of the murder in plain view. But they did say in that case that other ways could get you into the home, including an arrest warrant, since it was basically judicially approved, right? In other words, when the judge signs an arrest warrant, are they also contemplating that there would be an intrusion on the person's home, right, to take them in custody? And that's kind of like the idea. And the answer is yes. Now, those arrest warrants do not work on third-party homes. That's why Mike asked if it was their home. It does not work in private offices where they work. That can be problematic. It's because the judge did not contemplate their business office. They contemplated a private business office, right? They contemplated their home. And so there's your answer. So absolutely, you could go in there. And, some states, just remember, does California have a nighttime clause requirement? I think they do.
I think they do. I think it's
10
like
p.m.
10 p.m.
10 p.m.
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
Yeah.
So, don't forget things like that. That can kind of jam you up a little bit. The knock and announce or the nighttime clauses. Nevada is 7 p.m. really, really early, and most states are 10 p.m. But you get my point. You're going to be okay.
Okay.